In a recent interview, former Van Halen bassist Michael Anthony opened up about Wolfgang Van Halen, who succeeded him in the legendary rock band. Anthony, who was part of Van Halen until 2006, revealed his belief that Wolfgang, who joined the band at just 15 years old, wasn't initially eager to take on the role. "I think Wolfgang probably wasn't thrilled about being in Van Halen," Anthony shared, suggesting that Wolfgang likely had his own ambitions from the start. He wanted to establish his own identity. Wolfgang took over from Anthony in 2006 and went on to play on Van Halen's final album, A Different Kind of Truth, 2012. He continued with the band until its closure following his father Eddie Van Halen's death from cancer in 2020. Despite the challenging circumstances, Anthony maintains a close relationship with Wolfgang and was recently invited by him as a guest at a performance in Las Vegas in late 2023. Wolfgang's new band, Mammoth Wolfgang Van Halen, played a stunning show at the House of Blues, and Anthony shared that the night provided a much-needed moment of closure. "It was a great night," Anthony recalled. "Wolfgang is not only a great guy but a fantastic musician, and his band is amazing." During their reunion, Valerie Bertinelli, Eddie's ex-wife, was also present, adding an emotional layer to the evening. "We had a long conversation that provided a lot of closure for me," Anthony said. Anthony also discussed Wolfgang's musical journey, noting that Eddie had never intended for his son to take over his iconic bass role. Wolfgang's first instrument was drums, and he had only picked up a few chords on guitar, Anthony explained. During the 2004 Van Halen reunion tour, Wolfgang even played a few chords with his father on stage. Being Eddie's son, he was always bound to be a multi-instrumentalist, Anthony added, emphasizing that Wolfgang's musical talents extended far beyond the bass guitar. Despite the complexities of their past, Anthony is full of admiration for Wolfgang, both as a musician and as a person. "I love Wolfgang," he said, reminiscing about how he hadn't seen him in nearly 20 years. "It was great to catch up at the show." While Wolfgang has firmly established his own musical identity with Mammoth WVH, it's clear that the bond between him, his father's legacy, and the Van Halen family remains unbroken, a sentiment that Anthony holds dear.